rahmatullahi wa barakatuh, dear viewers, sisters and brothers, and especially dear reciters. Welcome back to the Art of Recitation of the Holy Quran from Safir TV. We are in the second part of our program. The first part was the recitation of Surah Al-Baqarah, page number 6. I recited from ayah number 30 to 35. I wanted to finish the page, but of course we didn't have enough time. So at this part of our program, we are just starting the lesson of tonight. And meanwhile, if you have any question about the lesson of tonight, which is idgham, or in English terminology we say merging, if you have any question or if you want to recite a portion or some verses of the Holy Quran shortly, so we will be at your service. We can listen to your nice recitation, and inshallah we can give you some feedback. And also we have the teaching part of tonight, which is about merging or idgham in Arabic terminology. We have some slides, and this merging is about different type of idgham, as you see. So we have idgham can be complete or incomplete. So the complete and incomplete idgham, so of course you learn this in nun sakina. So for example, yamun is incomplete and lam and ra is complete. So incomplete one we have when there is absolutely no trace of this sakin or the letter sakin during the pronunciation. When we say, for example, Allah, or especially in adhan we say, or incomplete we have when there is some trace of the sakin letter during pronunciation. So that is the two different type of idgham. So we have complete idgham and incomplete idgham, which was the different type of idgham. So we go to the next slide. So in the next slide you will find some different type of idgham. So we have idgham can be separated into three different categories. So we have idgham mislain, which is exactly two identical letters, and then we have idgham mutajanisain, idgham of two letters which are really similar with each other or from the same point of articulation, or we can say idgham of similarity. And then idgham of mutaqaribain, idgham of we have here proximity or nearly, when we have two letters they are close to each other. So these are three type of idgham. I repeat again, idgham mislain, which is two letters, the same pronunciation and the same form. And then we had idgham mutajanisain, two letters from the same point of articulation, and then idgham mutaqaribain, close to each other. So we go to the next slide. You will see some important information about idgham mislain or mithlain in the Arabic pronunciation. So when you have two same letters together, the first is sakina and the second is mutaharrika. What is the meaning of mutaharrika? With short vowel. So, and also we have to pay attention that the two letters are the same. So they are from the same point of articulation and they have the same qualities. So we can't say they have different qualities because they are the exact two letters, two same letters. So in this case, the first letter is blended or merged into the second letter. So we have examples here. Yukrihun. So we have exactly two ha, the same. The first one is sakin and the second one is mutaharrika with damma. So here we have shadda on the top of the next ha, because the first ha merged in the second ha. And then we have another example, rabihat. We have rabihat, one word, and another one, tijaratuhum. So in this case we say rabihat tijaratuhum, and the first one yukrihun rabihat tijaratuhum. So here we don't have ghunna, just if we have the letters nun and mim. We have to pay attention in this case. So we go for the next slide, which we have could be some examples of idgham مثلين. So we have exactly with the red color قل لا. So we say قل لا, and then in the next ayah واذكر ربك, we say واذكر ربك, and then in the next ayah we have والذين آووا, and then if we have also ونصروا ونصروا, this is idgham مثلين, because the first waw, of course we have three waws here. The first waw is with fatha, and the second waw is with sukun, and the third waw is with fatha. So the second and the third is merged there, because the important requirement is the first letter in idgham مثلين should accompany by sukun, and the second letter should accompany by short vowel. So it was the very important requirement. And then ولم يهاجروا ما لكم من, it's actually before it merging, and with merging we say ما لكم من, and then ولا ياتهم من, here also another one, and then وبينهم ميثاق, another one, and then فلما آتاهم من فضله, and also وتولوا وهم معرضون. If we have for letter waw here, and also after then we have letter mim. So actually just for letter mim and noon, we have, when we have idgham مثلين, we have to do 2 counts of ghunna, especially in last example فلما آتاهم, here 2 counts, and then وتولوا وهم معرضون. So these are some examples of the idgham مثلين. And then we go for the next stage, which is about idgham mutajanisain. So in this slide you will see idgham mutajanisain. This occur when 2 letters have the same point of articulation but different qualities. So 2 letters from the same point of articulation. As we know, letter mim and ba, they are shafawi letters, labial letters, because we pronounce them from our lips. And then we have letter dha, dhal, and tha. They are lathawi letters, so 3 of them from the same point of articulation. And then we have letter ta, dal, and ta. 3 of them from the same point of articulation. We call them nita'i letters. Examples: we have irkab ma'ana, ويا بني ركب معنا, actually, but in idgham we say يا بني ركب معنا. You see, because the ba merged into letter mim, so we do 2 counts of ghunna. Mim got doubled, so we pronounce mim twice with 2 counts of ghunna. But in the next example we have يلهث ذلك, يلهث ذلك. In this case we pronounce dhal twice, 2 times, but without 2 count of ghunna, because we don't have ghunna here. We say يلهث ذلك. We don't say يلهث ذلك. We say يلهث ذلك, يلهث ذلك. So we pronounce dhal twice. And then إذ ظلموا, إذ ظلموا. In this case we say إذ ظلموا, إذ ظلموا. So letter dha got doubled and we pronounce twice إذ ظلموا. And then we go to letter ta, dal, and ta. You will see complete idgham and incomplete idgham. Here is the case of complete idgham and incomplete idgham. Especially our intention is this part. So أجيبت دعوتكما. أجيبت دعوتكما. But in idgham we say أجيبت دعوتكما. That is complete idgham. So we don't pronounce letter ta here. We pronounce letter dal twice. Then إذ همت طائفتان. إذ همت طائفتان before idgham and after idgham merging. So we don't pronounce at all letter ta, but we pronounce letter ta twice. So we say إذ هم الطائفتان. إذ هم الطائفتان. And then we have قد تبين. قد تبين before idgham and after idgham we say قد تبين الرشد. So قد تبين before idgham and after idgham, because idgham is complete, we say قد تبين. And then we have incomplete idgham. This is our important part. Here is لئن بسطت, actually before idgham. لئن or لئن بسطت. But here the idgham is not complete. Why? Because letter ta is stronger than letter ta, and it has the quality of isti'ala, which is one of the strong qualities. So in this case, when we merge letter ta to letter ta, actually we keep the quality of letter ta. We pronounce like this. لئن بسطت. لئن بسطت. You see, when you say basat, you have the quality of letter ta, and then you pronounce letter ta. لئن بسطت. لئن بسطت. So that is very rapidly we have to change from ta to ta. But you don't pronounce letter ta completely. You just pronounce the quality of this letter. And then we go, so this part is really important, dear viewers, to know the idgham complete and idgham incomplete. Here was our point. We go for some examples. You will see some examples about this idgham of mutajanisain, which is in next slide. So here you see وَدَّتْ طَائِفَةٌ. Here ta is weaker than letter ta, so ta is pronounced twice. So we say وَدَّتْ طَائِفَةٌ. And then إِذْ هَمَّ الطَّائِفَتَانِ. And then we have وَجَدْتُمْ. وَجَدْتُمْ we don't say. We say وَجَدْتُمْ. Here is important. So letter dal merges into letter ta. So we say وَجَدْتُمْ. We don't say وَجَدْتُمْ or وَجَدْتُمْ. We say وَجَدْتُمْ. We don't pronounce at all letter dal. We pronounce twice letter ta. And then finally we had the same example يَلْهَذْ ذَلِكَ. And after idgham we say يَلْهَذْ ذَلِكَ. We go to the next slide. Also we have some examples, as you see. فلما أثقلت دعوا الله. أثقلت دعوا. So here ta is not pronounced. Letter dal is pronounced twice. So we say أثقلت دعوا الله. And next ayah we say أجيبت دعوتكما. أجيبت دعوتكما. So we don't pronounce letter ta at all. And then we have طردتهم. طردتهم. So طردتهم we pronounce as طردتهم. طردتهم. And then in أردت. 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 Instead of saying أردت we say أردت. And then finally we have راودته. So we say راودت. راودت. The dal is not pronounced here. So Also, we have in next slide some more examples, especially حصدتم. حصد دال here is sakina. We say حصدتم, but we say حصدتم. And then also we have راودتن. We say راودتن. The same راودته. We say راودته. And then we have in next ayah وعد الحق ووعدتكم. We say وعدتكم. And finally إذ ظلمتم. We say إذ ظلمتم. This is the example. And also I think we have another. Yes, in this slide also we have إذا عاهدتم. We say عاهدتم. And then we have صددتم. We say صددتم. We don't pronounce dal. And also فآمنت طائفة. We say فآمنت طائفة. And then وكفرت طائفة. We say وكفرت طائفة. And then in last ayah, we say that is, this last ayah is idgham incomplete because it is ahad to, but we say ahad to. Ahad, you see, ahad, when we say like this, we have the quality of letter ta, the itbaq of ta. We say ahad to. That is the example. And then we go to the last type of idgham. We have idgham mutaqaribain. This idgham is when two letters have a makhraj, point of articulation, that are close together or to each other. For example, when we have letter lam and ra, they are dhawlaqi letters. Their makhraj, their point of articulation, are really close to each other. And also letter qaf and kaf, they are lahawi letters, because we have soft palate and hard palate for these two letters, letter qaf and kaf. In this case, we have complete idgham. Instead of saying qul rabbi, we say qur rabbi. And incomplete idgham, instead of saying alam nakhluqkum, we say alam nakhluqkum. Still, because of letter qaf is stronger, it has the quality of isti'la. So we say alam nakhluqkum. Kum, kaf, here we pronounce, but we don't say two times kaf. In the first time we have the quality of letter qaf. It's incomplete idgham. The last slide is about examples of idgham mutaqaribain, which are close to each other. فَقُلْ رَبُّكُمْ. We say فَقُلْ رَبُّكُمْ. And then وَقُلْ رَبِّ زِدْنِي عِلْمًا. Instead of saying وَقُلْ رَبِّ, we say وَقُلْ رَبِّ. And then بَلْ رَفَعَهُ اللَّهُ إِلَيْهِ. Instead of saying بَلْ رَفَعَهُ, we say بَلْ رَفَعَهُ. And then in next ayah وَقُلْ رَبِّ. Instead of saying وَقُلْ رَبِّ, we say وَقُلْ رَبِّ. In next ayah قُلْ رَبِّ, we say قُلْ رَبِّ. And also ayah number 97, we say وَقُلْ رَبِّ. Instead of saying وَقُلْ رَبِّ, we say وَقُلْ رَبِّ. Here is idgham mutaqaribain and the complete idgham. So dear viewers, this slides was about a different type of idgham. So we had actually complete and incomplete idghams, and at the same times also we had idgham mithlain, the same letters, two similar letters, two exact letters. And then we had idgham mutajanisain, two letters from the same point of articulation, especially letter mim and ba, and letter ta, dal and ta, and also letter dha, dhal and tha. And then we had idgham متقاربين, two letters close to each other. The point of articulation of two letters are close to each other, like letter lam and ra and qaf and kaf. So inshallah, I wish you enjoyed this part, the teaching part of tonight, which was about idgham. We are due for a break, and inshallah shortly after break we'll come back with our guest reciter, brother Sayyid Ali Ja'far al-Musawi. He's 12 years old, and inshallah he will be with us in the third part of our program. Stay with us, we will be back shortly. Thank you very much.